January 2026, we shall start our weekly session number 275. And our topic of discussion today is hands, spiritual significance and usage. All right. So we will go into our topic like we have come back to basically basics. All of us, we have our hands. And this is all about our hand. Yeah. You know that there is some, I think, idiom as you are at hand at so and so. At hand means you are expert. You are expert into this. So the hand has in our practical life also, hand has all the significance. Hand has equanimous meaning, in practical world, that the work and equivalent to work or karma, it is equal to, that is equated with our hands. So that those are all many things. So I need not to go into all the details. So today's, this topic is about the spiritual significance of our hands. And it is not new thing I'm going to tell you, but you can say that it is a recapitulation of whatever you already know or during the initiation already explained to you. But it is important to come back to basics sometimes. So that's why we have chosen this particular issue, and we'll go into the point by point. So first point is about hands as a representative of the universe. Hand is particularly, before coming to the hand in particular, you see whatever it is said that Yatha Brahmande Tatha Pinde, means whatever is in the universe, in the Brahmand, we have it in our body. Like it is like a mini cosmos of our body. So that is so true. So we are all connected. Different types of celestial thing affects us. We have the planetary effects and so on and so forth. So these are basically they were connected by what? By vibration, by energy. So we come to now our five. Five means 5 fingers we have in our hand, each hand. Why it is said that it is our universe is in our hand? Then it is spiritually it is true, because each 5 finger represent 5 fundamental elements where the physical universe is created. Okay, physical universe is created with 5 fundamental element. It's in Sanskrit, it's called Panchamahabhuta. Somebody wants to join. Panchamahabhuta. So Panchamahabhuta, we all know that it is the fire, then this air, the space, and earth, and then water. And each finger, we have our 5 fingers in our hand, in both hands. Each finger represent one of the Mahabhuta. So this you need to remember, because a lot of things will come out of this. So you need to remember this. The thumb is fire, a pointing finger, that is air, a middle finger is space, and the ring finger is earth, and little finger is water, representing water or water element. So as we said, the universe is created, physical universe is created out of this Panchamahabhuta. By the way, why I'm mentioning physical universe? What can be another universe than physical universe? Yes, there are all subtle dimensions are there. So we are not talking about the subtle dimension. We are talking about what the physical reality, what is the manifested reality, or it is, that's what we call the physical universe. What we can see, we can touch, we can, all those kind of things. We are not going into the subtler level. That physical universe is created out of 5 elements, fundamental elements or primordial elements, and those are called Panchamahabhuta. As the whole universe is created out of 5 Panchamahabhuta, definitely our human body is also created with Panchamahabhuta. So, in this, and all these fundamental elements, even though whatever he created our body, even the world, our planet Earth is also created out of Panchamahabhuta. So these are the representative of each Mahabhuta is in our hands. The 5 fingers represent that. So that's why we say that the representative of all Panchamahabhuta, each one of them, we already have it in our hands. So this is important to understand from the beginning, so that other things then it will make sense. Okay. We'll come back to that when we go into the usage of those things. Just I'm saying it is that. Now it's called the energy transmission through earth. Okay. So another part, what we are going to discuss now is about that what happens is that our hands are as the instrument of energy flow through the hands. We have in our hands, we know there are 7 chakras in our Sushumna Nadi. In the 2 hands also, there are 2 chakras in the center of the palm. There are 2 chakras. And one of the way that we transfer energy is through hands. Like those chakras, when they're activated, we use that to transfer energy, whether we to give transfer the energy, giving or even receiving. Like we receive a gift by both hands, also we give gift both of our hands like that. So you understand that instead of physical gift, we are giving some energy or receiving some energy. Both are possible, through our hands, because hand has got those kind of chakras, which is it's typically, we can say it is the palm chakra or healing chakras. This is the center of the palm. So, other than 5 fingers representing the Panchamahabhuta, we also have the energy centers in the palm, and that energy we transfer through our hands as well. What energy we transfer? We have pranic energy, the life force energy, which runs our physical body. Also, we can say that, just if you understand by Panchmahakosha, then first is the Annamaya Kosh, which is a physical body. And then the next higher one is the pranic body, or, Pranamaya Kosh. So we are talking about that energy. And again, the Pranamaya Kosh is connected to the higher koshas, the emotional body, and then knowledge body and bliss body or causal body. These are all connected. But when we transfer some kind of energy, that when we deal with the energy system, so we use our hands to transfer them. So that is one of the major of the things we transfer. So what we transfer is our pranic energy. That pranic energy we can generate within us, like our physical energy or the heat we generate, what we eat, and all those things. We can also use the that's about some part of the energy. Other part of the energy we can invoke by breathing from air. The pranic energy is available in the air. So we invoke the energy into our body. So normal breathing, different kinds of energies are, enters in our body, including pranic energy. And specifically when we do a rhythmic breathing, we call healing breaths or the particular Kriya techniques, then we use the pranic energy. And to be specific, the one we practice, the Nirmal Kriya, we specifically invoke the Pancha Mahaprana. into our body. So those are the energy thing we are receiving through our breathing. There are higher levels of energies also we can receive through our shastra and all. I'm not going to that. First, you understand the first thing we can, energy-wise, we can deal with is the pranic energy, and which is our pranamaya kosh is there, what we can see as an aura of a person. Not only person, it can be animal, plants, everybody has aura. It is their energy that, that reflects. It can be reflects as a heat, because that dimension changes, and you can see it as a light as well. So everybody has it. Yeah. And I hope all of you can see even my aura, that the white border around this. So you can see. If you can see, just raise a thumbs up if you see the white, the border. Okay. So, and always I do test. If you are confused that it is, whether it is aura or it is a light from coming from somewhere, then I move my head. If that particular layer moves with me, then that is in my aura. If it remains in the wall, same place, that is not my aura. That is coming from the light. So I'm moving my head. If that border or white part is moving with my head, that means it is my aura. It is not a light coming into the wall or someplace coming from there. Okay. Anyway, so basically what I'm saying is all of us, we have it. That is the proof of the pranamaya kosh, or the energy what we contain. Whatever now I'm saying is that energy we can transfer through our hands. When we use our hand, can we transfer many ways? But when we transfer through our hands, so then it comes to our, from our energy system, we concentrate through our hand, and through that hand, it is passed it on. And even in the, if you go into the higher vibration, aura increases. And even that our each fingers can pass on to that this aura and all. I think about a few days back, Guruji Prem Nirmalji was giving demonstration of that one. Very interesting. If you just go do some physical exercise, 108 stomach breathing, raise your vibration. Then what you do, you rub your palms together like that. Then it will be concentrating. Or sometimes you can feel the pranic ball. You do it like that, the energy will form here. Yeah? Then you fingers together, and then slowly, if you move apart, you will see there is a bridge between fingers. That is the aura, interconnecting aura. Even between two persons, aura interacts. If somebody sits here, that aura can interact. Anyway, so those are the kind of things. This aura can be transferred through the fingers as well. So that's what I'm coming to do at. So if up to this point is understood, then same way, the master can get the spiritual energy from Shahasrar, or, from the pranic energy, and it can be passed it on. And it is normally passed on through hands. So normally through hands, if it is physical proximity, it is okay. But if it is not in the physical proximity, it is sent by intention. Like wherever intention goes, energy follows that. That's how we activate our chakras. Because when activity chakra, we inhale, Panch Mahaprana, one by one, we through inhalation, 3:2, breathing, we inhale and focus on particular chakra, energy goes there and it activates the chakra. So that's how it moves. So either it can be transferred physically, or proximity wise, or you can have that it can be passed on from the distant by like intention. Okay. So, but how, when a master transfers it, then it is, consider it's just in the physical proximity is there. So I already told you it can be all, it is not a mandatory, it can be transferred other ways also. But physically, when you say that, you see that the masters are the blessing, sometimes they're blessing it, like placing hands on your forehead, or just like doing this kind of gesture, or anything. Basically, it means that from the energy center of the hand, it goes to the people who are receiving it. And also, there is a other method called Shaktipat that the master can give, his or her thumb onto your third eye. That energy goes there through the hand. What I mean to say, through the hand, the energy can be transferred to through your third eye, through your Sushumna Nadi, and that's how the Shaktipat is given. Shaktipat is the way at the time of initiation. I'm sure all of you has experienced that during initially, first time. The first time, the master uses his or her energy to activate all your chakra at one go, first time. And that is done through Shaktipat. And that Shaktipat is given by hand. The master uses the Shaktipat by hand, like thumb. So that's how you receive the energy, all chakra get activated, and that is the first time. And then you practice Kriya to follow it up thereon. But this is the usage of hand, is to channelize that spiritual energy or pranic energy to that, for the blessing purposes. This is how it is done. And same thing also being done for the healing purposes. So if somebody needs to be healed, that, you have to, if the person is there, then master can have his hands, you can say, those of you who have experienced that actual physical healing by any master, you will see that master is moving the hands. How many of you have experienced physical healing by any master? Can you just put a thumbs up or something? Okay, all right. Fine. So basically, you will see that even though the master is not touching, sometimes it is also touched, but most of the time it is not really necessary. It is just the aura. In your aura, master can get it cleaned, because, or if somebody is not well, then it comes as a patches to the aura. I'm just explaining what the master normally do by this. So then all those patches are cleaned by the master. And you'll see that sometimes it is done by just removing, just like we wash our, mopping some floor and all, or collecting that dust on some container and then throw it in a dustbin, that kind of stuff. So, but it is done energetically. Yeah, if you have experienced the healing, that master will do this, like it will be different parts of your aura and this kind of things. While cleaning, after cleaning, master uses his or her energy to replace that, like whatever the disturbed part is removed and the new part has been installed, and that's how the healing happens. Also, healing happens by balancing that energy. So whatever the energy, the distorted energy, or master can see that. Yeah? So by distorted energy or lopsided, not balanced. So by doing it, that the master basically balances the energy, and then it automatically, a person get healed. It is like it's like a guitar. Suppose guitar is not playing because there is a problem with the strings. So no need to diagnosis, to make the diagnosis of what has happened to that strings. That if somebody has known how to play guitar, so some expert, they come and just tune the guitar, like tune the proper tension, the strings, the music automatically comes. So only it needs to be tuned in the proper, they rotate the knobs to make the strings to work fine. Same here. Master come to just balances your energy, or if some deficiency is there, provide more energy, or if some contamination is there, remove the contamination and throw off, and that's it. So you automatically will be fine. So just like if there is some dirt on the floor, if you mop it or broom or brush it off, then it will go. Same here, energetically done. While doing the energetic cleansing, the master uses normally his or her hands to do that. That's what I am coming at. Okay, that's why the hand is used for the healing. Also, there are some kind of healing we call energy flushing. Okay, energy flushing means it can be done master and somebody else, or in a big group also it can be done, energy flushing. So normally you will be asked that normally left hand we receive the energy and right hand we give the energy. Yeah? Again, I'm usage of hand for healing. I'm explaining. So you will be asked to be, stand in a circle. Standing, sitting doesn't matter, but every person will put left hand down like a left palm facing up and right hand like this. And each next person will place their right hand, basically the healing chakra, the same thing. It will come the other person's, the left hand, like this, yeah? Like left hand will be below, right hand will be on the top, here or like this. It can be hold like that. So it can be a human chain can be formed. And in this, like it is a circuit like of thing, and the master will then invoke the energy and flush, means it will rotate the energy through the whole group. So I don't know how many of you have experienced that, but if you like to have it here, anybody has experienced that flushing, energy flushing here?
Yes, Guruji, you did it at my place with Ashit, me. I was holding your hand and you were holding Ashit's hand. Okay. I could feel the current going through my right side, right hand, and then to the left hand. I don't know, Ashit could feel it, but I felt it. It was very strong.
Good. All right. So, and if you wanted to have that experience, remind me in the next time when you meet me or during the camp, we'll do that demonstration as a group. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm checking all others. Monali, you have already had it. Yeah. So anyway, what I'm saying is here also hands are used. So the master is like a generator. It generates that, like it invokes the energy, generates the flow. Like in a normal battery circuit, you need a battery, then the wire and the bulb, and then another wire back. So the current flows into the circuit, and the battery is the generator. So in the AC circuit, you need a generator, and DC circuit, you need battery, like whatever you use in a car and other things. Anyway, the purpose is same. Which generates that is here in this circuit of, human chain. The master behaves like the generator because it can invoke through its antakaran suddhi, it can channelize huge amount of energy, and through intention, it flows through the whole group through hand chain. And everybody can feel that, what Manali was explaining her experience about it. So everybody can feel that. So what happens is, like the whole chain, everybody in that chain, they get the energy flushing. Like whatever their individual issues are, energetically blocked, some kind of distortion, because all diseases and things like that are basically like that. Whether a mental disease or physical disease doesn't matter. It's basically imbalance of energy. So what you do, like you flush with a huge amount of energy, the divine energy, and that makes you heal immediately. So that is the purpose. Anyway, so here also the hands are used. So basically what I am saying is the hands are this way. I have given few examples. There are plenty, hundreds. This way, we use our hands for spiritual purposes, particularly for blessings and healings. These are majority of the time the hands are getting used. I'm not saying it is the only method. There are other methods also. Even as I said, by intention also energy can be sent, but if it is physically, it is people are available, then normally hands are getting used. Okay. Now, next point is about Hastha Mudras, hand gestures. All right. I think Hastha Mudra is a big subject, but I just wanted to include it here because it is directly involved with hand. Hastha means hands, yeah, and mudra means gesture. So the Hastha mudras are not new. It's from ancient times. The many in the particularly in the Indian tradition, the Hastha mudras are there for all kinds of spiritual practices or religious practices, and it is also very well established into the kala, like particularly the dance and the Bharatnatyam and all those things, they have done different hand gestures, right? So they have done this kind of mudra, like this kind of thing. So those are the kind of hand gestures, the mudra, all other the dance forms and different types of dance forms, that is Kathak or Rishi and all those kind of things, they have it. And the spiritual the practices, and they are used. Now let me tell you this, what they actually do. So Hastha Mudras means different. During Kriya, you have already learned about the Pran Mudra and Apan Mudra, Saman, Udan, Vayan. These are all we practice, right, regularly. So here hands are used as an antenna to invoke the Panchamahaprana into our body. So that is the purpose. So that is for the Kriya practice, because we invoke the energy which is already available. So we have to invoke into our body, use our hands as an antenna to invoke it. And different type of gesture, like the Prana Mudra, different type of gestures attract different frequencies of the energy. And so normally Pancha Mahaprana gives you the what is called to invoke the energy to perform our Kriya, the Nirmal Kriya, what we practice. Yeah. Then when we meditate, we sit in Chin Mudra like this. Yeah. We sit in the Chin Mudra, thumb and pointing finger together. See, now let me go into little, detail about the mudra. There are different kinds of mudra, different purposes. Mudra, some of mudras are for healing, some mudras. Okay, basic principle is that, as I already explained to you, through hand, fingers, we can transfer the energy, like the healing and blessings and all those things I told you. If we do certain formation that we control over the energy, right? We regulate the energy, or sometimes by doing this, we make some infinite loop, because these two fingers, the energy will run, it will not go out of our body. And it has got its different level of its benefit. It can have a different level. I'm just getting some kind of another example. Let me deviate it a little bit before I come back. To whom we get attracted to means to whom we normally, some of the other people or something we appreciate, or we become the, say, fan of, or what we get attracted or we like. This liking business. So normally we get attracted to three types category of people. Now, some who can change our manasthiti. Manasthiti means state of mind. Like, who can entertain us? Like, all of life, normally life is said, in the darkness and few jugnu, firefly like happiness, rest of the things are not so good. So that's how most of the people's life on the Kali Yuga, or in the physical realities, life is full of struggle and negativity and risks and whatnot. So if we temporarily, somebody can change our state of mind, we feel happy. We look for that. So that person become our favorite. This is called, those persons are, what they are doing, they are changing your manasthiti, like state of mind. So they are sought after. So who are they? They are like the entertainers, like movie stars or cricketers. So what they do temporarily, they change your mind, and you get entertained because you feel happy to that. So that's why if somebody, some in the some movie star or sports player come to some mall or something, people go and be with them, this kind of stuff. Why? Because they feel attracted to this kind of personality. So not because they look good or something. Maybe somebody may not look good or something, or they don't know their true nature or behavior. So why they are attracted? Because of their performance, or because of what they do. That when the people kind of personality. Okay, that is a manasthiti. You can also get attracted to somebody if you feel that that person has a power, and he or she can change your situation. Means whatever your life situation, you can come out of that. Suppose you are in a trouble, or you want a better life or whatever. So they can change your condition. You get attracted to that personality. These category of people are normally the politicians, the statesman, or the like some leader, local leader, or political leader, or whatever, ministers. So if you see them also, you feel attracted, you try to take, again, I'm just giving some example, try to take selfie and you wanted to be associated with it. Or you put their, suppose you meet that kind of person and you put their photo in your, like a living room, and you show the friends that, look, I have met this person and famous personality, because you feel that they can change your paristhiti. Like whatever your life situation is, they can change the situation. Suppose if somebody, is a leader in some particular state or country and all that, the leader can change that, or some ministers and all those kind of, the powerful person, they can change your situation, or maybe big industrialist. So they may help you grow, or, like you may get some benefit out of that. So those people who can change your paristhiti, your condition. So they are also that you get attracted to it. And so first is, manasthiti, you get entertained, you get attracted to it. And if somebody can able to change your society, or your, the country or state or something, or your, like a area of work, or they can bring something, so you get changed. So your परिस्थिति will change, of course, if you have an association with this kind of person, so you get attracted to it. And third one is little different in altogether. Third category is who can introduce you with your unlimited source of joy, or is the spirituality. There also you get attracted to it, because they bring the truth. They show you the truth. They show you what true the meaning of life is. So who are they? They are the spiritual masters, or, it not necessarily have to meet with them. Maybe say Dalai Lama, or Gautam Buddha, or, this kind of thing, Jesus Christ. So what it does, it changes your life from inside. It shows you the truth, the path. Your master, your guru, and all, they are like that. So they don't have other two things, but they show you the truth, the path of light, or they show the path of love, so that all whatever your perceived notion, they breaks away and you see the truth. So they are not, unlike others, they are not doing anything. They are just removing the dust of which is not true, the darkness, and bring the light into your life. That's why they call Guru. Guru means, it literally means who dispel the darkness from your life. So what is the light? After dispelling the darkness, what comes out is the light. The light of the truth. So they brings the truth. And those people and teach you to be in the present, the truth. That is the only present moment you have. And rest of the things your mind construct. Your past is your life construct. Your future is your mind construct. Only the present moment is the truth. So if you come to the thing called somebody can change your manasthiti, somebody can change your paristhiti, and somebody cannot change anything, but they dispel everything so that you can feel your upasthiti, the presence. Then also you get attracted to it because they introduce the truth with you, and you see, your eyes opens and you see the truth as you are. It is your experience. Your upasthiti is felt. Your self-realization happens. So these are the, three, category of the thing that we get attracted to. That what I call it, the truth does not need any advertisement. Truth does not need any marketing. Truth has a power to attract by itself. And that's what whoever felt the truth, they get attracted to the source. The channel, what they get the truth, that is called Guru Tattva. Okay. Anyway, so this I got a little bit off track just to, to explain it to you that the mudras, now let us come back to the mudra, Hastha mudras. Yeah. They can actually has an impact of all these three areas of your life. Your manasthiti, paristhiti, and upasthiti. The first is manasthiti. It has got some mudras are there. It can calm down your mind. You can feel happy about it. It changes your state of mind. So that is possible. Then it is the paristhiti. Your situation will change. There are something there are certain mudras and certain activities what you can do with hand gestures. They can attract the prosperity and abundance towards you. Or you are having better workability, and then workability will translate into the contribution to the society, and those kind of contributions, people are ready to pay for it. You get richer, and that's how you establish yourself in the society. Get respect, you have money, and all those things because you are contributing something. So your paristhiti changes because your manasthiti has already transferred by something, but through the mudras, if you can energize yourself, you get a better workability, your efficiency increases, your clarity increases, or, your approach towards life increases, your paristhiti changes. It's simple as that. If somebody, what we normally say is, if somebody is suffering from maybe attracting too many, odd events into their life. So what we normally suggest is you change your vibration, your reality will change. This vibrational change will happen. We have some mudras which we can like take this mark with that Panchaprana, that 5 mudras. What they do, they increase your vibration. You are invoking that the Pancha Mahaprana into your body. It raises your vibration. When your vibration raises, then you become more energetic. If you have some kind of sickness or illness, you will come out of it. Your body will be balanced. You will be better ability, better clarity, and all those kind of things. So those mudras can take you into help you to change your paristhiti by law of attraction. We have some topic about the manifestation. We'll come back to that later on about this, how manifestation can also happen, some of the manifestation. But hope you understood that mudras can also change your paristhiti. because it changes you, and your approach towards life. And when you change these things, your approach towards life, then life also, it just reflects back to you whatever you are emitting to the universe. Yeah? As simple as that. Universe is not punishing you, not rewarding you. It's just, responding you back vibrationally towards you. So if you emit that vibration of prosperity and abundance, it will reflect back and it will manifest into your life as the prosperity, and all your paristiti changes. Yeah. All right. And also, needless to say, the mudras are definitely the spiritual tools, because these are all Pancha Mahabhutas, and we have to use them into the different spiritual practices, and what will help you to realize your higher self, your connection to your soul, and that particular soul. There are many, like mudras, like Chin Mudra. We meditate with the Chin Mudra. What it does, if we do it, this is fire element, this is the air element. When we do this mudra, Chin Mudra, it enhances the fire. It is a fire. Air is given to the fire. That means fire will ignite. When you meditate into this mudra, that is called meditative fire, Dhyan Agni. In Dhyan Agni, lot of karmic, sanchita karma, which get burnt, and you get relieved, and you go more towards your connection to your soul, and which is the purpose of spirituality, So when through different kinds of mudras, I will come to other one. We Shikhar Mudra we practice, the thumbs up, all other fingers together, hands on your lap. We do it every Sunday. Yeah. What is this? Panch Mahaprana is that 5 mudra. Pran, Apan, Saman, Udan, Vayan, Panch Mahaprana. Panch Mahaprana. What is Shikhar? Thumbs up, all other fingers together. Shikhar is for Kundalini awakening. Like when we hold this mudra and we meditate it, and then we do Kriya, then it pushes the Kundalini up through all 7 chakras. It is for Kundalini awakening. So this is the kind of stuff will be able to self-realize yourself. So it can change your presence, upasthiti. From doing, you become being, that to be. That is your upasthiti. So those kind of things had been done through chakras, through the mudras. Yeah. So those hands are used here, heavily used. Okay. So this that's why out of that, all 3 type of category of people you get attracted to, because of what are the things changes, all areas through your own mudras, you can get into that kind of energy, and it is all possible. Okay, now let us understand a little more about the mudras. Yeah? As we know that we have our physical body is made about Pancha Mahabhuta, 5 elements. What is that? The fire, the air, the space, earth, and water. Okay. So now I'll show you something. Is Pancha Mahabhuta? There are 5. Yeah. So suppose you have to manifest something into your life. First, it is done in the energy level. Your life is the practical level. Okay. So suppose some of your intention need to be implemented into your physical reality. So we can start with our this space element. Okay, fire is needed for any kind of transformation from one state to another. The fire is common. So we can start with the space element. We start with space plus fire. Once we do that practice, or something need to be manifested. So first, suppose some intention, we do something, energize this space element and putting that intention, and that goes into the higher vibration. Then we shifted from here to the air. Okay, from space to air. Like space is almost density wise nil, then it has come to the little higher density, but completely fluid. It can expand to any level and all this gaseous form. So from plasma level to gaseous level. Yeah. In gas, if you then again hold it for the gas, so from space it has come to the air element, Vayu Tattva, plus Akash Tattva, like space element. From here it comes to, I'm manifesting. So what we start with the subtle form, which is space, Akash Tattva. From there we come to that it is a Vayu Tattva. Like this is the second one. From there we come to water element. And water element, it is Jal Tattva. It is little denser than air, but it is fluid. So it cannot occupy any space like a gaseous form like air, but it becomes form that space and it is fluid. So that is the from come to the air to come to the water element, and finally the Prithvi Tattva, the earth element, which is the gross which manifested. So if you come any of our intention, if you follow this sequence using our fingers, then you can manifest things. Whatever is your intention, which is in the energy level, from there you can convert into a physical level. So that's how the manifestation works. So this we use this 5 to manifest, this type of things. Okay. Now let us understand this is our manifesting. Let us understand other ways to do it. All of us, we have that, as we said, we are made of Pancha Mahabhuta. Our physical body or this being is made of Pancha Mahabhuta. So all of us, we are different. Why people are different? Because these kind of things like elements percentage wise, they are in a different level. So we have some unique set of these things percentage wise. How much percentage we need for each one, that also varies. How much we need and how much we actually have. So based on the need and your actual, you can have exactly what you need, you have that level. You can have more than what you have, and you can have less than what you need. 3 possibilities are there. This is your need. That is you can say recommended value. So now, if you have more than that, suppose body weight. I'm just giving physical examples so that you understand. We have an ideal body weight, body mass index, whatever. You have, suppose say that by calculation, somebody said that the ideal weight, your height is this, and your age is this. I don't know whether age is a matter or not, but this, or you're male or female, accordingly your body weight should be 75 kg. Okay, that's what I need. Yeah? So if I exactly have the 75 kg, I'm good. No, I need not to do anything. I have it. Yeah. Or I can have that more than that. Suppose I'm 90 kg, so I'm more than that. Or I may be 55 kg, I'm underweight. So I have all the 3 possibilities. So now you consider a body weight, I'm just giving one parameter. You can have 5 different parameters, like you have Pancha Mahabhuta. You have fire element, space element, air element, water element, earth element. So whatever the percentage you need to ideally operate into this world, you may have. It's excellent if you have it, all the 5 elements in the actual accurate level. It's very unlikely, but you can have it. That is all balanced. You can have a scenario, you have one element is higher than you need, one element is lower than you need. or you can have all the elements, but you need to just balance them. Okay, you don't need to increase or decrease, but you need to balance them. There are 5 elements, like it is a one like a chariot with the 5 horses. So you have to put horses into one direction. All horses are healthy, but you need to channel them into one direction. So basically, you need to balance them. You need to guide them. You have to put them into one direction. Same with your human body. So if you have those, you definitely have those 5 elements. So what you need to do, even though you having all in the normally good level, means whatever ideal level you have, but you still need to balance them so that they can work in unison. And it is possible that some of them are more or some of them are less. When a spiritual master, they heals you energetically, one of the things they do the balancing. They say we are doing chakra balancing or energy balancing or balancing of 5 elements. What they basically mean is, first you bring, if there is any discrepancy, very high, very low, they bring it to the near ideal cases, levels, and then you put them into same one direction so that your life goes well, like a chariot. So this is called the balancing things. Yeah? The 5 elements balancing, it is done by the master. But suppose now I'm saying you need not to do it. You need not to do it yourself. Here also you use mudra. Why I have given so much introduction? Because I just wanted to explain different types of Hastha mudras. So, beginning of the discussion, I explain it to you. We have 5 elements. Thumb is fire, pointing finger, and that is air, middle finger, that is space, ring finger, that is earth, and little finger, that is water. Okay. Now, and I also said any kind of change, any kind of transformation, you need fire. Yeah. Without fire, like a cooking cannot possible without fire. Without fire element, nothing, no change is possible. It will remain wherever they are. So we'll bringing the fire out of this thing. Like we need fire, so fire is just an instrument to do that. Now, other than fire, you have 4 remaining elements. So you have space element, we have like air element, we have water element and earth element. And each element has got its characteristics. Yeah? So, like some people, particularly say some of the children, you said they're hyperactive. So that they're too much running here and there, and they cannot sit in one place. In that particular stage of their life, their air element is more than what is needed. And when the air element is more, then they do all those kind of things. Yeah. Somebody's water element is more fluid. Their mental activities are. It can be done in the adults also. They're worrying too much and all. The water element is high and all those kind of things. And I'm also saying fire element also can be high, like anger and all those kind of things can happen. Yeah. So then this kind of thing. So how do you deal with it? And some people, in the physical level, somebody is say underweight. That is, the earth element is low, overweight earth element is high than normal. So this kind of thing. So now now what happens is, now you to balance it. So we use certain techniques. We have like I told you the chin mudra. This one, it is for the fire. Yeah, it is to have the fire elements. We use chin mudra to increase the fire. As I said, Dhyan Agni. If you like, this is also air. So it is like little bit like this. Yeah, if you do this, it's called Vayu mudra. So you might have seen that whenever we do Mahakriya, Pavan Mahakriya. Air Mahakriya, we use this. This is the Vayu Mudra. If you touch it, then it is fire mudra or chin mudra. And if you do little bit like this, then it is like a Vayu Mudra. And same thing, if you do this, it is Akash Mudra. This is a space element. And this is Prithvi Mudra. And this is Varun Mudra or water. Yeah, if you do this. So basically, whichever element we are focusing, we use our hand to focus on that particular mudra. I hope this is clear. Yeah. Now, because 5 elements have 5 mudras, we can use to do that. Now I'm going to one level higher. What is one level higher? This thing arrangement, like having some, touching some finger and all, 3 cases we can do. Some cases, we just need to balance it. Like as I mentioned, that there are nothing seriously wrong with this, any of that Pancha Mahabhuta, but you need to balance them. So to do that, we do it, what we can do is, to balance it, we do Saman Mudra, like all fingers together and like that, and normally put in front of the belly, navel. This is Saman Mudra. So, or if you have to energize a particular thing, it is balanced, but you keep them energized, so you touch the tip of that. Like here, this is for the fire, but anyway, if you touch the tip of that finger, it is for balancing. Like that, touching the tip. That is for the balancing only. Okay, so if you touch the tip of that particular finger, then you are basically like ensuring the equilibrium or balancing them. That when you touch the tip. Now suppose somebody need to increase some area. Some of the Pancha Mahabhuta, one of the element need to be increased. Like it is to be enhanced, it is to be pushed. Suppose somebody has going into depression and things like that. Mentally, they are going down. So we need to boost up that mental state. I'm just giving, just for example. So mental, I said, is like a water, it's like a fluid, like our mind. So take the little finger, and if you want to boost that particular, so little finger, it is for the water element. And now what I am showing is to boost the water element into the body. Pancha Mahabhuta, one of the Mahabhutas need to be boosted. So I'm just taking an example of water. Water element need to be boosted because of whatever the reason. There can be many issues. So we have to find out which elements is belong, and then we decided, yes, that particular element is not, it is below the level, it's not same, so that we can just balance it and leave it. It is below. We need to take it up. If any of the element you want to boost up, then go to the root of that. Press your thumb in the root of that. Okay. And if you do that energy, you do Kriya or whatever, that energy will boost that particular element. So same thing, this is for water, and if it is for, the earth element, you have to base of that finger, and if a space element, base of that finger, air element, base of this finger. Okay, so this is normally place it like that, then that will be boosted up. Suppose I need the opposite. Some is overactive. I was telling that some child is very naughty and very air element, we need to reduce their element. Or let us take some adult example. Somebody is overweight. Means that earth element is stronger. It needs to be reduced. We need to suppress them. So for that, earth element, earth is our ring finger. So you go the backside of that finger and press it with thumb. If you do that, then that particular element will be reduced. Means it is overactive. You need to bring it down. So this is for earth element. So if we do this activity, suppose I'm just giving you some practical things. Suppose somebody need to do shed weight. Suppose they do jogging and walking and all this. If you just do that by pressing your ring finger backside, back, not front side, then it will increase. Backside, like press it, and you do jogging, just hold your hand like that and do jogging. It is said that it burns the fat 15 times faster. What does that mean? Means if you do some jogging for 45 minutes, whatever calorie you will shed, if you do it with this mudra, you will shed it in whatever you have done in 45 minutes, you will do it the same calorie burn in 3 minutes. Okay, just to give you an idea, I'm saying. Similarly, suppose somebody's air element is very strong, as I was giving another example, somebody's very naughty, mind is very, like air element, physically very, they cannot stay in one place for that. So air element, we have to reduce the air element effect. So go to the back side of that finger and press it with thumb. If this exercise and do any kind of energizing exercise with this mudra, and it will reduce the impact of air element into the body. I hope you got the logic, yeah? So this is how the different kind of healing we can do just by positioning the finger and doing little bit of things. And this is the fundamental. It is not, that straightforward because it depends upon a lot of other factors also. But basically, this is how we do it. Like Hastha Mudra can be done the different ways. Same 5 element, but as per the requirement, we can change whether we need to be boosted up, we need to be suppressed, or need to just balance them. That's all. We don't need to increase or decrease anything. So this is how we are doing. So, and when we do this, when we do all those kind of things, basically what we are doing in that particular element, we are putting fire into this by holding the tip here. And by suppressing, we are pushing by fire, we are dumping it. And by putting it in the front side, but on the base of that finger, we are enhancing it with fire. You think like that. This is you can analogy you can think of to remember it. Yeah, like how we use it for. These are all energetic. Of course, there is no physical fire, but energetically that is how it works. Okay. Now the next topic is writing and spelling. I think one hand raised up. Indranila?
Indranil, actually.
No, Indranila, yes, go ahead.
I'm so sorry to interrupt in between. Since you very kindly talked about the 4 elements, there's also space in the middle finger. So space, correct. Is there also excess? And if it is excess, then what happens with human beings?
No, the same technique. Excess is you reduce it like that, backside. This is space element.
But I'm saying, like water is more worry, fire is too much of anger. So space, if it is more or less, then what happens? Like, how do we know that?
Yeah. No, that is actually then you feel like you are lost.
Oh, okay.
Like the vastness you lost,
Okay.
So you approach life like completely lost kind of things in the.
So you need to come back to. You need to come back to reality in that case.
Come to the ground kind of thing.
Ground and reality. Okay, thank you so much.
So what you call grounding and all, it is opposite of that.
Right. Thank you so much.
If you are flying off, you have to bring it down to the earth.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Now, so what I was talking, writing and spelling. This is interesting. In the today's era, why there are so many of the things are we cannot manifest many things in our life. Our travel has gone up. Our mental like a state has been more, why the dissatisfaction more. I'm just giving you a perspective. You just think this way. Yeah. So what has happened is, if you see our lifespan for maybe 20 years or so, earlier we used to communicate, we have to write letters, right? We have to write letters to other, and we remember we have some inland letter and postcards and things. People used to handwritten things, yeah. In schools and all these things, also colleges and all, we have to write things, write an essay, and we have to write. So whenever we write something, okay, then we are basically, what we do, we are manifesting something into the physical reality. Suppose we are writing something. So whatever your ideas, whatever things are there, that is coming on a paper, which is the permanency. It is in the now recorded into reality. That is why also most of the legal documents are written documents. And there is no verbal. Verbal or thought. Somebody might have good thought, but legally it is not have relevance. So it need to be, not only that, it need to be signed. Now, what happened was, so over the period of last 20 years or so, we have get an habit of writing something. So what we are doing, we are typing, no? Typing, or now touch button is there, now make it very easy, just tuck. Or we type like this. So what really has shifted is, when writing was to write like that, no, you have to, some pen you have to hold like that. No? That is to write, pen or pencil or whatever. Now we are typing. Yeah? Listen very carefully what I'm saying now. Now we are typing. Here, thumb is missing. Of course, we don't use these two fingers, but mostly this, but fine. But while typing, thumb was never used. Any laptop or mobile and all those things. As the fire element is missing, that's why the manifestations are not possible in the digital way. I repeat, earlier what we are doing is, we have to write something on a piece of paper or whatever, book, notebook, or whatever. So as we write, so we use 5 fingers. No? So Pancha Mahabhuta is involved, and we have a fire there, which makes it manifested. It makes it to the writing. It is this. And whatever we use, what do we normally write? We write words. Okay. Or spelling. Spell, as another meaning of spell, is magic or manifestation. So basically, spelling, whatever we are writing, is also, we are manifesting through writing. And here, all 5 elements, in the beginning I explained 5 fingers as 5 Pancha Mahabhuta, all Pancha Mahabhuta with all our available representative of the universe, we are writing something, and that's how it get manifested. Now we don't write with using our thumbs. Yeah. So all 5 fingers are not involved, and that is one of the reason where it goes to the different dimensions. Like it is because the manifestation is not, people are trying but not happening that well. I'm talking in the life-wise. Maybe job and work is going on. I'm not saying that there is a problem in job. It makes the thing easier, of course, make it faster. Click up a button, things goes from one part of the world to another. The information technology has brought a lot of convenience. But still, if you see, the happiness index of the people is deteriorated. It has been like, like our earlier generation, they kind of have happiness, whatever they do and communicate, and whatever happiness they used to get, maybe receiving the letter, whatever happiness the people used to get from somebody else, loved one, I'm sure 10 emails or, or 50 WhatsApp chat will not give that kind of happiness, because that element is missing. This kind of manifestation is missing because you are not using all the 5 elements you have at your disposal. We are not using it because the technology doesn't need it. So that is a big shift is happening now. Even the earlier, at least signature we used to do by hand. Now the signature is also become digital. So we are not using this to manifest something. So the value of our signature, if you think very deeply, it is also reduced. So, and a lot of frauds and other things have come into play, and because they interfere into the system and doing it. But basically, forget about the fraud part of it. But from energetic point of view, spiritual point of view, we are not using all 5 Pancha Mahabhuta into something which needs for manifestation. Earlier, I told you that it needs from the element that from the space element, then it comes air element, then comes into water element, then earth element, and that's how. And all the processes of this manifestation, fire element is necessary to transform one to another. So just by going digital in our hand, we are not using fire element. So the fire is missing. That's why we don't get that kind of impact when we receive something digitally. So, and also conveying the same way. It is convenient, but we are not using all the energy things. 5 elements are not there. Anyway, I leave it there because this is just something. I'm not criticizing anything. I'm just saying it is missing. Fire element is missing there, whatever you are communicating, the digitally. Okay, now manifestation tool 555 method. It is related to this so that you can understand it better. That what I have this 555, that manifestation tool is basically just, it's a method. Maybe some of you know, some of you don't know. Earlier also, I think we discussed with other manifestation techniques. But 555 manifestation method is, suppose you want a particular something to be manifested in your life. Suppose you like to have a new job. Okay. So in the 555 manifestation technique is, you have to take a notebook or some journal or something, and you have to write affirmation. Affirmation is present tense. That I am having a good job or something like that. Yeah, I am working in a well-paying job. Present tense. Yeah? Or if you have some target, you say my salary is, I'm working and with salary of so and so amount per month, something like that. Present tense. So 555 manifestation technique is that affirmation, that one line. Yeah? Don't make it too much big paragraph, just one line. So what you do, you actually, you take the journal, your diary or notebook or something, you write that sentence every day 55 times. Like 55 times, like I am having a good job, I am having a good job, I am having, or my income is this, my monthly income is this, like that. But it's a affirmative sentence in the present tense. That is the affirmation. Positive sentence in present tense. That you write 55 times in your notebook or diary or wherever, or your journal. You write that by hand. Yeah? So when you write that, then you are using this, your 5 Pancha Mahabhuta in the physical reality. So your intention is recorded. Then 55 times you write every day. for how many? 5 days. Okay, that's why it is called 55 into 5. Normally it is called 555 manifestation technique. This particular, why I'm discussing it here, because this particular manifestation involves 5 finger. You're writing, you're not typing. Huh? If you type it, nothing will happen. Okay. But if you are writing it in your journal, positive affirmation sentence 55 times daily, for consecutively for 5 days, and then that is how you are give that intention to the universe, and that getting manifested in your life. But this manifestation, your future is in your hand. Your hand, Panchamahabuddha. In that hand, you are writing it. You are writing your future in the present tense, like you already have it. Why we don't write ki I will have a good job? Then that will have will manifest, and it always will have. Like always it will be in the future. It means you will never get it. So I have it, received it, acknowledgement kind of thing. Thank you for this, or whatever you want. It will not happen in the physical reality, but that is the manifestation. By writing it that way, it manifests into your life. That is the energetic. It's by law of attraction it comes. But that basically you're manifesting using all your 5 fingers. All that Pancha Mahabhuta, you are, that's how everything else in the universe manifested. Everything else in the world manifested. Only thing is manifested by whatever you can see, that it is manifested by somebody else. But this you want in your life, that's what this manifestation technique is. Okay. Anyway, so this is particularly this technique I'm discussing because this is 5 fingers are involved, and this is the significance of that 5 fingers for the manifestation. You are writing your future there in this way, and it brings into the reality. Why present tense? Because present is the only truth. Rest of the things are in your mind. So if you're in the mind, it will remain in the mind. It will never materialize. So that's why it is given the present tense, so that it gets manifested. Okay, that is about the some 555 manifestation technique. Okay, now hands as a religious symbol in different hands in there as a religious symbol in Christianity, Islam, Zen, Buddhism, Hinduism, Native American. So I'll give few examples how hands are having utilized in the different religions, and like how they used it for this. So like in Christianity also, the hands in the prayer or laying down the hands and the healing blessings, all are the part of the Christianity. Also in Hinduism, of course, it is there. And it is like a different, all the different types of mudras we have spoke about. The Hinduism, they use many. Buddhism, you see that Lord Buddha, also Buddhism, they hold some mudra, different types of mudra, some Abhay mudra, and all the different types of mudras are there into Gautam Buddha. There are many list of that is there. And Islam also, there is one particular interesting one is it's called, I think, Hand of Hamsa, or it is also known as Buddhism also used the Dhyana Mudra. Like, yeah, it is like that. This one and this part all come together. This is a Dhyan Mudra. And let me show you something called Hand of Hamsa. Okay, I will do a thing. I will share my screen. And, this is one used in Islam. So it is interesting. Let me show you my screen. I'm sharing my screen now. Can you see that the symbol? If you see it, gives a thumbs up. Yeah. Yeah. This particular symbol, I think this kind of symbol also I have given in what is called today, while announcing, I have given this hand gesture. This has come from Islam, and they say that it is hand of Hamsa, also known as hand of Fatima. Organized in Islam, as the story goes, Fatima, Muhammad's daughter, Prophet Muhammad's daughter, found her husband had married another woman, and he was distraught. She stirred a pot with her bare hands, so it came to represent the importance of being faithful. Anyway, basically, what the symbol does is that to evil eye, to get rid of the evil eye or any bad intention, or this symbol, and reverse of this hand, like if this hand is put like inverted hamsa like this, okay, then that is, if somebody wears as a locket or something, that gives prosperity. That's what there is one of the symbol in the Islam that has been used. And there is another Hopi hand. Hopi hand is this one. You can see the maroon color and hand symbol on the screen. Okay. The Hopi hand is basically this symbol is from the Native Americans. They use this hand symbol. I'm just showing different religion, different culture. They use hands as a different kind of gestures. And this is the Hopi hand, originated from the Native American tribes. It looks like a hand telling you hello or stop. And there is a spiral in the palm. And it is believed to stand out of healing vibrations into the world around you. The spiral palm represents the universe. See, now you remember I was telling there is a chakra in the center of the palm. This Native American, they understood that it is a center of some energy, and that is used for the healing. So in that way, whatever our spiritual understanding and what symbol they're using from hundreds of years back, those make sense. So those are the kind of things. I'll just get some of the things from the internet. So these are already told you, Hamsa hand. Hand of Hamsa and the Vayu Mudra. This is some Buddha. You see that Gautam Buddha is touching the ground. And this is also called Bhumi Sparsha Mudra. It's a Buddhism, touching the earth. And this is the Dhyan Mudra. It's for the enlightenment. It is in Hinduism also this is used, and it is also used in Buddhism. And of course, Anjali Mudra, Namaskar and Namaste is a quite used in all over India. And Namaste is the divinity in me is bowing down to divinity in you. That's what I mean, Namaskar. These also hands are used. So this is a universal gesture. It became a universal gesture now, but it originated from our Hinduism. This holding your hand in front of your heart chakra. Buddhi Mudra, okay. This is Vikara Mudra. It is also, you see, Gautam Buddha normally also see the whole, some of the statues, you see the Vikara Mudra. Vikara pose is like the Gyan with the thumb touching the index fingertip. Like when we place it on our palm, it becomes a Chin Mudra. But same thing, if you do it in the blessings position, that becomes Vikara pose. Touching the index, while other three fingers are round up. And the only difference is that the path is facing forward instead of upward. So Chin Mudra is upward and it is facing forward. Many Gautam Buddha statues are in this mudra. This is Apan Mudra, we all know that. And Abhay Mudra, fearless. This is the you see the many masters, they hold their hand like that. Just simple hand. They hold it, and that means Abhay Mudra. Ma bhai, don't worry. Yeah. So that is a blessings as well as also called that Abhay Mudra. This is also used in Hinduism, quite some, and this is Yan Mudra or Chin Mudra that we already discussed. Anyway, so this is the different types of the mudras that we on different religion has been there. I stopped sharing. You can see me back again. Okay, all right. Anyway, so those are all the different types of mudras in different culture. There are plenty. There are many. We also use many of the things, and that for Arth Mahakriya, we do Yoni Mudra, and like this, and like this is Yoni Mudra, and also we do like a Shakti Mudra, like this, the Shakti Sadhana when we do in this. These are all hand gestures. The mudras are for different purposes. So those are used. Shakti Sadhana use this Shakti Mudra, or we use like Hridaya Mudra, like this. Hold it, this mudra, that is to activate the heart synchronization with the divinity. You can say all these are the high level of spiritual mudras, and when to connect with the all higher dimensions, we do Hakini Mudra. Hakini Mudra can be done in front here, also on the top of head. Those of you can be done in the water kriya, particularly in the sea. We have done this before. So those are different mudras and used for the spiritual practices. But basically what I'm saying is different cultures, different religions, different places, they have used different kinds of mudras. And in spirituality, we definitely use different kind of Hastha mudras. And those are the part of our spiritual journey. Everything has a purpose. So whatever we need, accordingly, we will do that. So, and it's all about how we can, focus our energy or redirect our energy or manage the energy. This is all about these mudras, and Hastha mudras are for doing what I explained so far. So with this, we'll conclude our today's session. So I'll just, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand. Meanwhile, let me save the attendance. Just a minute. Okay, Hariom, I'll come back to you. Just let me save this. Yes, Hariom, go ahead.
Guruji, thank you so much for a wonderful session, Guruji. Just for this 5-5-5 technique, Guruji, is there any particular color to be used while writing on the notebook?
There is no such, color coding there, but normal color you use, maybe blue.
Okay. Some places I thought they use red pen or something.
Yeah, you can use red pen. That's all fine. Red is a color of fire, so that will be maybe in that sense it is there. But here, whatever you are writing with your 5 hands are more important than the color, of. But of course, while writing, it should be such that it is very clear and you will be able to read it. There is no clumsiness and all those kind of things. You can use red color. That's all good. Yeah.
I think it is better to write it after doing meditation, Guruji. Your intention is very clear, or you can write it anytime.
No, that's a good idea. You can do it after meditation because your mind is not scattering. You can do it peaceful. When mind is peaceful, you have to write that. That is the condition. It's not mandatory that you have to do after, before writing you have to meditate. But if you do that, that is good. That's a good idea. You can do it after your meditation session when the mind is calm, you are high energy, spiritually connected, and that is the time you are using writing. Yeah, that will be add much value to this process.
Guruji, when we are trying to manifest something in our life, aren't we, will have to bear the consequences, karma for that? Or is it part of the divinity, that divine plan that we are supposed to manifest it this way?
Okay, so let me put it in this way. When you are manifesting something, it is basically divine is giving you the present.
Okay.
Okay, so now the thing is, it is a vibrational. So you will not bind karma.
Okay.
Okay, you will not bind karma. Of course, if you want some harm somebody and all, then it's a different thing. It will simply not happen this way.
Okay.
Okay, simply not happen. It will block that. But assuming that you are, suppose you are asking for wealth, and you are thinking that if I get the wealth, somebody will be deprived of it, and how I can get it? Oh, no, because this channel, how it is manifested, it will come from the infinite source. So you are not deprive anybody. Okay. Suppose you are asking for a health or relationship, three things only we ask. Either monetary or relationship or health. For us or somebody else. That's all. That's all normally we ask. And doing that, to manifest that, either money or good health or relationship, as long as we are not harming anything, it will be manifested. So I don't think this process will bend karma.
And last thing, Guruji, once a wish is manifested, what is to be done to this journal? How? Because one would not like others to know about it or something. And how do you keep it?
Yeah. Yes. No. See, because of that worry, we normally don't manifest many things. Normally, my advice is keep it. Keep it in the safe custody. Yeah. Don't burn it or don't throw it and things like that. Yeah. Okay. Then again, you are disrespecting what you had. It can be your journal later on. What you expected. After 5 years, it will work. But you have mentioned a point. Let me address this. Yeah. This worry that if somebody comes to know about it and all, because of that worry, that will not manifest. Okay. Energetically, you are blocking it. If somebody comes to know, let them. Okay. So don't bother about. Because of that, you don't stop. And because of that, one of the reason we don't want to write, go into digital and all, because it is easy to delete the file and things like that. Don't use the technique, because I already told you. Because we shifted to the digital, because we shifted to those kind of things, like it appears that, like energetically, you are giving signal that we are doing something wrong, but you should not have. Isn't it? That is how intention you're going. If somebody says it, it means I'm doing crime or what? Means then universe get the signal that you are doing a crime, and most likely that will not manifest. Just because of that. And that's why digitally it is not possible. Like you have to write first to the 5 fingers. Secondly, when you write that, you have your intention will be, this should be permanently. It will be with me for permanent. Okay. So literally your book will be with you permanent, whatever you have written. And same, whatever you ask there. Right. Don't go bring to that idea that will destroy it afterwards and all those things. To whom you need to hide something. If you want to really make it safe, put it wherever you keep your money and all the safe or locker or whatever, you keep it there. Okay. Right, Guru. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Next is Tapos.
Actually, there's a water manifestation and 555 manifestation. Which one is more effective?
Sorry, what?
Water, because manifestation also we do the water, no? Through we
water charging.
Water charging.
Yeah.
And 555. So which one will be more effective?
See, both are different techniques.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, they are different techniques. But today we just discuss one technique because topic is not manifestation. Topic is hands.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I have used that. But water is also, you can use the whatever is feel good for you, you do that. Because in water, what happens, that intention go into your cellular level.
Okay.
When you drink it, it goes into a cellular level and your cell vibrates with that intention. Okay.
Correct.
So work in a different way. It's a
Okay.
different method. But
Okay.
I cannot say this is better or that is better. Different techniques.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So both are having their own uniqueness and their own methods. Which suits you, do that.
Perfect. And my second question is, at the end of life's journey, so in our religion, we are released through fire out of this world. And if you see in other religions, somebody uses earth, somebody uses air. Now, what is the reason? In our case, it is fire is chosen. Any specific reason or any? I'm not comparing with any other religion. I'm just saying, why was fire chosen?
See, like basically all some cremation methods are going back to the 5 elements.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
basically. So whatever process you use, that's not important. Okay. And if you don't do anything, nature will take it back anyway.
Correct.
Okay. But we use different things. As you are asked for the Hinduism, see, what happens is that fire is the transformation. So you are basically transforming from one dimension to another, like from earth dimension to heaven dimension. So they use fire to transform it.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the one way to understand it. And also it is called that from ashes to ashes. After fire element comes ash, like the Prithvi. So to return something back to the earth is the ashes that goes back into the earth.
Okay.
So it transforms whatever your physical body, etc., convert it to ash, and then ash you give it back to the earth.
Yeah, because all these 3 or 4 is all in the hand, all the individual things. So ultimately it goes to the same thing. So why the different channels? So
see, religion is man-made. It is a culture.
Yeah. Correct.
And it is nothing to do with spiritual. Only thing what you said, the nature will take it back. How you do it, how decoratively you do it, what method you use. In the fire also you use wood or electric and all. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay. So ultimately it has to go back to the earth, and that's how we select different methods based on our culture that is developed by human being.
Human being, yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Ravinda. Thank you.
God bless you. All right. So if there is no other question, so we'll conclude our today's session with Shanti Path. Oh. Sarvesham swastirvavatu. Sarvesham shantirvavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhino. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukhavag Bhavet. Om Shanti. Shanti, Shanti. Om Mangalam.